Namaste. Salutations. I hope you're all good, gentle brothers and sisters of God. Excuse my tone. I'm just preparing for part 3 of Le Beef. We might as well begin on a somber tone because this edition, it gets cold. It gets cold. I've given you part 1 with the Caucasians. I've given you part 2 with back-to-back. This one, however, makes its entry into the number 3 spot. Today we're breaking down the top 5 diss tracks of all time. Does anyone know what will make the number 3 spot? Would you take a guess? Would it be who you think? Probably not. For today, we're going to break down Meet the Grahams by the boogeyman himself, Kung Fu Kenny, K-Dot, the man who wears the size 7 shoe. I don't like the big 3. It's just big me. Let's get on with the show, ladies and gentlemen. Meet the Grahams. How did this one come about? What was the inception point of Meet the Grahams? Let us go back. Story time. Drake and J. Cole are on tour together. It's a great tour. They're all buddy-buddy. Lovely. They even drop a song together called First Person Shooter. Now, in First Person Shooter, this was a song that basically was a, how do you say the word? A showcase of who is the better MC. Who's the best right now? Is it Aubrey? Is it K-Dot? Is it Drizzy or me? And so the song was massive. Everyone loved it. However, one person in particular took offense to it. He did not appreciate these 2 light-skinned brothers being all buddy-buddy. It rubbed him the wrong way. He said, wait a minute. Why is everyone discussing who's the best and the king is not being mentioned? Why? This is heresy. Arrest these men. And so Kendrick Lamar, in his displeasure, decides to drop a response. The response is called Like That. In fact, it's not even his own song. He's but a feature. The song belongs to Future and Metro Boomin, who released an album that was geared towards destroying Drake's reputation, legacy in the music industry. And so when J. Cole heard this, initially he said, I think I'm going to reply to this, and reply he did, but the light skin syndrome set in shortly after, and he decided to apologize, as we all know, as I've reiterated on many times on this channel already. But let us skip forward. Drake, on the other hand, said, nay. He drew his sword and he was ready for battle. He said, Kendrick Lamar, I'm done submitting to your tyranny. Let us run this fade. And so Drake drops a song called Push-Ups as a direct reply to Kendrick Lamela. Kendrico Lema. Kendrick, in his response, swiftly drops Euphoria, the best diss song on this entire beef, in my personal opinion, but I digress. Drake counters with Family Matters, and that was the second best song on this entire diss, in my humble opinion. However, that was quickly thwarted with Meet the Grahams. And this makes it into the number 3 entry because of just how dark and ghoulish and malevolent it was. This went beyond the realms of a friendly contest among two top MCs in the game. This took things to another level. In Meet the Grahams, Kendrick Lamar strategically addresses Drake using his family. So he speaks to Drake's son, Drake's father, Drake's mother, and Drake's alleged daughter. However, although he's talking to Drake's family members, he's actually talking to Drake directly in third person. And what makes the song so special is just the horror movie-esque emotion and theater that it invokes when you listen to it. It is not a pleasant song to listen to. That is not to say that the song is not absolutely amazing. It's like watching a very sad movie that you said to yourself, you know what, although I like that movie, I don't think I want to watch that movie again. I don't think I'm going to watch that movie again. It was a great movie. I'll give it a 9 out of 10, but I don't think I'm going to watch that movie again. It put me in the feels. With Meet the Grahams, it had a similar effect. It probably was the final nail in the coffin in this beef. However, because it gave you the creeps, the heebie-jeebies, the Halloween, the Nightmare on Elm Street, the Jason Voorhees, Friday the 13th, it gave you that vibe. You often forget how good a diss track it actually was. It was really good. In fact, I implore you to go listen to it just one more time and appreciate the psychological breakdown of one man. He went against Drake's mindset, his upbringing, his credibility, his BBL. He addressed his family members directly, something that you typically would not and should not do in the context of an honorable fade. But honorable this fade, it was not. It was not. And so this is the very reason it has to go in at number 3. At number 3, it deserves its placing. Some of you may be saying, wait a minute, aren't there thousands of diss songs? Yes, there are, and this goes in at number 3. Better believe it. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Meet the Grahams, the horror story. The final nail in the coffin for Aubrey. Like I said, the train must reach its destination. We're coming back for part 4 to drop number 2 on the list. Stay tuned. Stay blessed. Until the next one.